So my subscription with one of my old HubSpot account has ended now. So I have created a new account. I'm still using the trial version. I've got 14 days trial version. So I'm able to use all the options and tools using this HubSpot account. So like I'm using a pro account. So setting up the account, I'll upload my photo. So searching a web photo for my account, my profile. So it's a good option to have your photo all the time with your account, so the other users could easily distinguish between the users in one company and an organization. So I have selected this photo. Okay, now I'll adjust it. Let it adjust a bit. Okay, some more work to do. That's it. I'm done setting up my photo here. Now I will proceed. Let me refresh the page first. Refreshing it, I still it couldn't fetch the photo details. To set up my profile image, I'll click on profile and preferences. I'll check the users and other details here. Let me check the details. Okay, the phone number is not mandatory unless you are working in a real physical company, but here we are learning it for only training purpose. Checking email address. Okay, it's very important to connect your email address with your Google email address, with Hotmail, Ymail, whatever the email address you are using. It is mandatory because once you will connect it and synchronize via email, so you will get all the notifications from your HubSpot professional account to your sub domain email address, which includes Google, Ymail, or any other email provider. It's very simple. You'll have to continue approve few of the requirements, and then you're all set to go. It will take some time, and it will verify configuration whether you want to download the extension or not. It's an extension for your browser, but for now I don't install it. Account defaults. What are the account defaults? Account defaults includes your name, company name, the time, I mean the time zone, where are you living, in which region of the world you are living, and other details, the company address, company domain. These are the most important things you need to set before using your HubSpot account. Let me check my domain address. Actually, my domain address I forgot to enter it properly because the address is not valid here. So entering in a valid address will take me to my one of the testing website. Actually, it's now my official website for my portfolio. It's a website. I got the domain for free, so I used it for testing purpose. Okay, now again going back to my HubSpot account to check it out. Okay, my domain, sorry, my profile picture is now available and visible on the top right corner. Checking users and teams, it is very important to check whether the users you are available here or not. So I'll create new user because in HubSpot, whenever you're using HubSpot, you'll have to enroll multiple users and assigning the different roles to them. Let's add my one of another email address because I don't have any other employee partner, so I'll use my emails. Okay, assign a seat. Yeah, I can assign different seats to them. What seat do you want to assign this specific and particular user? So there are different seats: core seats, developer seat, full admin seat. These are the seats you can assign them. So with different roles, the different options and different assignments and activities will be available for that particular user. So use seed permissions. They are the permissions you will have to set before sending invitation for any user. Okay, I say I'll make him a super admin, so he will get all the authority and power to modify, to amend, or to create tasks, to create tickets, to delete comments and contacts, whatever that is required, he can do it. So I cannot change the photo here, profile photo here, image here, because I'm not the one. By default, I'm not the one who is the owner of this user. Super admins can access almost everything, okay, which I've already told you. So they are the admins, and they can do anything. They can manage your account from anywhere. Okay, yeah, I have to send them invitation link on their email address. So clicking on that invitation, they will be able anyone will be able to accept the invitation or deny the invitation, and they will become the actual users of our HubSpot CRM. So you can send an invitation link or set up users with presets. You can set the few of the presets before this. Like preset, I mean like for the preset, you'll have to make the settings before sending the invitation, and upon those settings and the rules, the new users will be able to use all the CRM options, whichever is permitted. Okay, now you can see the invitation is pending. So I will go to my other email address to which I have sent an invitation. I will open the email address, then I will click on the invitation and will accept the invitation, and then I'll become one of the user of this HubSpot CRM. So for that, what I will do, I will open my actual email address. I'm gonna blur my screen for a while. I have multiple email accounts. So I'll open the email, and then I'll open the link, invitation link which I received from HubSpot CRM, and clicking on it will make me one of the user of CRM. Now going again to the page, and I'll refresh it. Let me refresh it. You can see that there are no pending invitation is here now. But let me check users and teams. When we'll check users and teams, so now let me check whether the user is active or not. Okay, that's great. You can see here that another user with the same name as Hasnain with email address kakulsaki@gmail.com has been added as a user. So this way we can add our users and teams in our HubSpot CRM. We can set the rules, we can set the rules and permissions. We can assign them the seats. So on the basis of the rules and the seats, they are limited and bound to only do the specific tasks. Okay, I have also changed uh, the photo of my profile in my other HubSpot account. So if you want to create new user, you can create the new one. uh, you can manually do it. Enter the email address here and send them an invitation. On the basis of certain criteria, you can select the option for the invitation link to any particular user, so that the other user would only be bound and limited to that specific rules. So beyond the rules, they can't proceed, they can't do anything. So I'll say I'll just by randomly I'll select any of the email address. I'll write it here, then I'll click on next. But I don't think so I should do any of the things to really send it. So these are the seats you can assign. I have set it for core seat. So choose how to set access. Let me freeze the screen and I will explain you all the options one by one. So for the first option, which is seed permission, sorry, use seed permissions. So what happens, like, HubSpot automatically assigns a standard set of permissions based on the seed type we have given that user, so we have selected for that user. For example, if we say we assign him a view only seed, so that particular user will only be able to view data, but he won't be able to make any changes. If we assign him core seat, so he will get all the options, standard options, which the crm will allow him the access. And then if we say that we allow him or we give him service hub seat, so user using this service hub seat will only have access to service tools such as tickets, help desk, customer support features. For example, if I say that I have hired a salesperson and I have assigned him a sales hub seat, and I will choose the use seat permissions. So what HubSpot will do, HubSpot will automatically gives that salesperson the standard permissions needed for sales. So for this second option, make super admin. So it means that this user, a super admin, will get almost unlimited access to the entire HubSpot account. So what a super admin can do? He can add or remove users, change billing settings, manage integrations, edit all records, change account settings, create and delete assets, manage permissions for everyone. So these are the advantages for the admin, that he will get full control over the account. But it comes with certain risks, that a user which is a super admin can accidentally change critical settings. So you must hire a professional and you must assign a professional to such roles. Furthermore, users can access sensitive company data. So it is very important that you do not give access as a super admin to regular sales representatives, customer support agents, or temporary employees. So about the third option, which is start with a template. So what HubSpot really does, that instead of creating permissions manually, HubSpot lets us to copy a predefined permission setup. So what we can do, we can copy permissions from an existing user and we can use a suggested role template. There are templates on the basis of suggested roles. We can simply view them and we select one of them. So what it does, it saves our time, and secondly it keeps the permissions consistent. uh, for the sake of argument, let us explain with an example. That let's suppose that there is a sales representative with name XYZ. He's been working in our company for many years, and with specific roles and permissions he is doing the best of his job. So we hired another person, sales representative. We say that is any X person, XYZ person. So instead of giving him a new permission, giving him new permissions, we copy the same permissions of our current employee, and we will assign the same role and with the same permissions to our new employee. So what will it happen, that it will save our time, and secondly our rules and our routine work will remain consistent without any distraction. So the fourth option is start from scratch. It means that we are the one who manually decide every permission for any particular user. So we'll have to configure contact access, companies access, deal access, workflow access, automation, marketing tool access, import, export permissions, delete permissions, user management permissions. These are all the permissions we'll have to manage for and we'll have to set for that user. So it actually gives us the advantage of maximum customization and strong security control, but it takes more time. And secondly, there are a lot of chances to miss a required permission. For example, if I say that we hired a new marketing agent and we only want him to view the company's view deals and view reports, but we don't want him to edit contacts, delete records, or send marketing emails, so we will do it from the scratch. But still, I'll again repeat it, it is time consuming and there are the chances of mistakes and errors in it. So it takes longer to configure, and there are very high chances that it is very easy to miss a permission. And if you talk about the admins, then they become confused very easily. And on the other hand, users may complain that they cannot access something because a permission was forgotten. So the best practice is that you start from the template and assign the templates to the relevant ones. Like if we say for most companies, the sales representatives, you should use a sales template or seat permissions. Later on, you can customize it. You can modify the changes. You can assign the particular permissions to sales representative. So modifications will be easy then. Similarly, for the managers, you use a template and customize it. For specific roles to or use start from scratch. Like the roles which are unique are new roles, and for new roles definitely you will have to make new permissions and tasks, and you will have to assign different roles to that seat. And then we talk about HubSpot admins. Definitely they are the super admins, so by default they'll get all the permissions. So it is the best practice and very useful tools that you use the template accordingly. So we have chosen and we have selected use seat permissions in the first option. Now when we'll click on next, we will see the options and the permissions we have got here. Look, you can see it here, that in orders, cards, tickets, tasks, CRM, emails, we have got specific permissions. Okay, so let me freeze it and I'll explain you one by one. So with the options here on objects, we have 12 options. Contacts, we can view all contacts, create. So with this seat and with this permission, we can edit all contacts, delete all contacts, and merge all contacts. Then comes companies, we can do the same thing. We have the same options as with the contacts. Then deals, so we can view all deals, create deals, edit and delete, merge. With the orders, we can only view and edit it. And cards, we can view and edit it. And when we talk about the ticket, like sport tickets, we can view all the tickets, we can edit all tickets, delete all tickets, and merge all tickets with this seat. And now about CRM, EML, sorry, emails. We can use CRM emails. They on, like, the owner, I'm the owner of a specific email, so I can view the email and not the other emails. For other users, we can see the meetings, and we can view the call records for which we are the owners. Similarly, for the notes, we can view and check the notes. Projects, we can view all the projects, and similarly we can edit the projects and delete the projects. And CRM tools, we have got communication, we can view all records, we can import the records, edit associations like the contacts and companies, and we can have the shared inbox with this option. Okay, and then for the section of marketing, we have got the segments. We can view and edit our segments like the filters, and we can sort them in different orders. Then for the forms, we can create the forms. We have got the files, which could be PDF files or documents, and we can view, edit and delete it. Marketing access is available for us. We can view the ads. And then for the social media, we can view all the accessible accounts. But here right now our social media account is not connected with our HubSpot account, and we can view the blogs, and then we can view our website pages and URL redirects. Like if you have old websites, so the visitors who visit our old websites, their links will be directed, they will be redirected over to new version of the sites. And for the sales section, we can view our sales access, that to which content we are actually allowed to access, and templates in the sales section, and the forecast. So being a new user, by selecting use seat permissions option, we have got standard and default options. So I'll create user, and we'll wait for a while. So waiting for it, it's taking some time to create a user. Let's wait for a while, then we'll see our new user. Okay, it's almost done. Refreshing and fetching the data from system. Okay, success, you have added one user. Okay, so now done. I'll click on done. So there are two ways to add a user in our CRM HubSpot. The first in by sending an invitation link and then set up the user with presets. The first option, which is send an invitation link, is quite normal and easy. So what we do in this method, we send an invitation email to the email address of the person whom we want to add as a user in our HubSpot CRM. So when that person will receive this invitation link in his email, All he has to do is to click on the link. So clicking on the link will take him to another page which will make him to sign up on HubSpot account. So when he will sign up on HubSpot account, so he will become one of the user. So like I have clipped sorry copy the unique invitation, and then now I'll go to my email address. What I'll do, I'll open my email address and will send the person an invitation link. So clicking on the link will set him as one of the user of our HubSpot account. So doing so is very normal and easy. Like you'll just have to open your email address, compose email address, and then send the invitation link to the desired one whom you want to make one of the user of your HubSpot account. Even you can set permissions and edit permissions for particular users. You can control them, you can limit them to do specific activities and tasks in HubSpot account. So you will have full control over your users, over your team and company. And the another option which is set up users with presets. So when we add users, we will have two options. One is sending my unique invitation link, and the second one is set up users with presets. So what does it mean? It means that creating a predefined configuration which could be templates for different groups of users, so we don't have to configure each person's account manually. So in a real scenario, we can say that instead of setting permissions, access, notifications, and defaults one user at a time, we can create a preset. So whenever we add a new user in future, we simply assign that preset and HubSpot automatically applies all those settings. For instance, if I say that our company has hired a new sales representative and the newly sales representative is required to be added in our HubSpot account. So, being a core admin of HubSpot account of my company, I am responsible to add new users in HubSpot account. So here in this case, I want the sales representative to be added based on presets. And I want to set the presets in a way that the sales representative will get the access to contacts and deals. Further, I can let him edit his own deals, but he cannot modify the deals of other users. Moreover, he can use the sales workspace, but he cannot enter into the sales workspace of other users. He will be able to receive the lead notifications. Similarly, if we say there's a second example of customer support, so the user of the customer support will have access to tickets, he can respond to customer conversations, but he cannot access marketing tools. So in this way, we can set presets for different users in our HubSpot account. Now to send an invitation link using my email address, we can use any of the platform. Like we can send this invitation using WhatsApp, Facebook, messaging, whatever the application you prefer, you can use it. So right now you can see that the status of the user which I have created right now. So the status is invite pending. So what I'll do, I'll go to my email address on my mobile, I'll accept the invitation. Now again refreshing the page, we can see that there are no pending users now here. So the number of active users have been increased now. We'll check it, we'll refresh it, users and teams. So you can see right now that okay, so the number of the users have been increased now. So we have 3 users now. The most recent user has accepted our invitation. So now we have 3 users here. So let us see the status of all 3 users. So dragging a cursor to right side, we can see that invite status is accepted for all 3. So this way you can add the users in your HubSpot account. In addition to that, just add something more in this video. We can import the contacts. So using our Excel, Microsoft Excel, we have already a number of the fields available here. So arranging the contacts and the fields in proper order, we'll set the sizes, we'll convert them, into a table, because to import you will have to convert your all data into table format. So the HubSpot would easily identify the which field belongs to which title. So I'll speed up the video to save our time. We need to make the emails proper in proper formats, to format the phone numbers in proper order, although it's not in order but it is in sequence. Using the formula will give them a sequence. Then with the titles, let me add one more and give it a more entry, a whole second name, email address. These are sample email addresses, sample phone number, sample job title. I'll convert that in table format by clicking turning Shift T. We can also create a form using developer mode and then form. So this way you can create contacts.